On September 11th, 2001, I was working that day at Washington National Airport, and I was the first arriving fire department battalion chief at the Pentagon after the aircraft crashed into the building.
It's not something he talks about often, but 20 years later, Michael Defina, fire captain for Amique Volunteer Fire Department, recalls with us his role in helping to save lives in the 9/11 attacks as a member of the fire department for Metropolitan Washington Airports Authority.
After watching the incident with the Twin Towers in New York City, we knew this was no accident.
When first arriving to the Pentagon, Michael says it was a surreal scene.
There were a lot of smoke and fire obscuring the area, difficult to maneuver in. My first priority as the battalion chief was to try to make some order out of the chaos, ensure safe conditions for other arriving emergency responders, and to extinguish the fires burning immediately outside of the building to create a safe means of egress for those survivors who were able to escape on their own.
In the morning hours, Michael says he assisted with incident management where the aircraft impacted the building. By the afternoon, he led a task force of 5 engine companies deep into the building for search and rescue operations.
By the afternoon, there were no additional survivors that we could find within the building.
And even though the tragedy had struck on that unforgettable Tuesday, many responders like Michael had to return to the scene for more work to be done.
On the morning of September 12th, we were assigned to work on the roof of the Pentagon. There were many void spaces within the roof structure where fuel had gotten in there and a lot of items were burning. Part of the roof structure itself. We were told by a high-ranking military official that the fire had to be stopped at a certain point in the building, otherwise the country would shut down, literally.
Michael spent 31 years with that department. He retired in 2018 and moved to the Upper Peninsula where his wife is from. From his career experience, he's been able to give back to the Amique Village community.
We certainly enjoy the area, love the people, and have settled down and made a home here.
Michael says he considers himself very fortunate to be a 9/11 survivor.
There were many harrowing experiences throughout the firefight and the rescue attempt. And even though I have some long-lasting physical effects, some ailments due to some exposures that I suffered at the Pentagon, I consider myself to be very fortunate based upon the fact that 343 firefighters lost their lives that day at the World Trade Center. So with that, I'm very thankful. It was certainly a humbling experience, and you no longer take for granted things like your freedom, and you appreciate what you have and your family that much more.